Man, I walked into a concert, and this is honestly, and I'm not lying because I'm a minister, which doesn't really mean I won't lie, but anyway, I walked into a concert, and the first thing I said when I heard the band playing, I don't even remember what band, but I've got very acute ears because I've done probably thousands of hours in the studio. And I said to the guy, I said, either the sound man is great, or either those are some killer drums. And I walked by a table and I saw drums, and I turned it over and I looked at how fat the wood, how deep. That's the way to make drums. That's the way to make drums. That's what drums are supposed to sound like. Anybody doesn't know that, don't need to be in the music business.
So yeah, I've definitely been really, I don't want to say abusive, but I've definitely tested these drums' limits, and they can withstand anything.
Man, that was the fattest drum tone I've ever heard and felt in my life. You can literally feel the floor tom and any of the other toms when you hit it. The snare, not only does it have a wonderful crack, but it has a great depth, great volume. It really just cuts through the mix. And
you feel great, and you can really dial them in too, which is another problem I find with a lot of snare drums. I just can't manipulate the drum enough to get what I want out of them, until I found these drums.
My name's John Wesley. I play with Moplin. I just got the opportunity to play on an Outlaw drum kit today. It was the greatest thing I've ever played drums on. The sound was so perfect. The tone of the drums was just fantastic. It was the greatest opportunity of my life.
I love these Outlaw drums. The look is awesome. The sound is fabulous. We just recorded our first album. The sound is incredible, and just incredible. Love them. Thank you, Outlaw.
They make the best drums in the whole world. I mean, these things sound amazing. This is without mics. If you come in and look closely, like the grain is just all natural. They make their drums without, breaking down, tons of trees and making assembly line drums. So each drum has its own sound, and the aged grain really brings out its own definition. When you have an Outlaw drum kit, you have a one-of-a-kind kit, and it gives you a one-of-a-kind sound, and it just stands out. Whenever I play gigs or something like that, everyone's like, whoa, what's that? And I'm like, yeah, that's Outlaw drums. And they sound as good as they look, and they're absolutely fantastic. I love them. The company is great. They're really, Outlaw, Michael and Annie and the whole team, they're really great to work with, and they're very interested in getting you the drum that you want, and not so much in getting out purchase orders and making sure that, like other companies, they would always rush me to, yeah, we can do this for you, we can do that for you. But with Outlaw drums, they want to take the time to really build the quality drum that you want and get you the sound that you want. So, I would never play any other drums ever since I discovered this, Outlaw drums. I truly love my drums and treasure them so much, and you guys should definitely check them out if you haven't.